So what's up guys, and welcome back to JS Lofts. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and I put the wee young birds into this loft because they are at the age that they're ready to get weaned off. Now, that's the wee young birds there. So there's about maybe 2 or 3 here that I'm really keen on keeping back, and it's these 3, that one, and that one. I don't really like him. His tail's a bit small, but we'll see how he ends up being like. Most of these young birds won't be going anywhere for a good wee while, and I'm not joking. They're gonna be here until probably April time. I'm looking to have like a big squad of them and then sell them off that way. Now this loft should be able to hold, let's see, how many perches do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now we only have 22 in here, so to be on the safe side, I could for sure have 18 of them in here. But yeah, and then there's also the aviary outside, but I blocked it off so they can't get out because I'm scared if they go out they're gonna get stuck out there because they can't really fly as well. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to check this wee white one a wee bit later on. He was given a wee tablet, so he was, because he had a wee, very small wee spot of wee canker in his throat. So I'm gonna have to check this wee guy out just to see if he's all good, and all these young birds will probably be getting a wee canker tablet, just so if there's anything going on, because at the breeding loft there's a wee bit of a wee canker issue still going on. I somewhat have it under control, but you're never too safe of canker if canker shows up now, because I learned it the hard way when I had to kill about 20 odd pigeons, because there was just no stopping canker. You know, I gave them a tablet and nothing was happening. Like, I was picking out the canker with my fingers out of their mouth and all that stuff. That's how bad it was. That's what I've been doing with a couple of these guys. Not these guys here, the guys over in the other loft. There's a couple there that have bigger chunks of canker in their mouth, and I've been going over, getting a wee feather and picking it out, and I've been giving them tablets and stuff. So hopefully they will all get better. Now this wee white one is actually a very friendly one, because I've actually been somewhat the father for this wee guy, because I was the one who was showing him how to eat a wee bit of food. Now, as you can see, this is the type of seed that they're put on. There's some very nice wee small seeds and stuff in it. And I've seen a couple of them get a good wee pick at it, but this is my wee favourite one. That's the one I'm really keen on keeping back. And this wee guy here, lovely wee checkered one. But look at that tail. It's honestly a beautiful pigeon at this age. And you know, it already has a nice long and wide tail. It's like a dish. Now, I like this wee guy here as well. What about you, wee man? As you can see, puts the tail up nicely. And this is the nest mate of that one. Now, these 3 here are singles, so they don't have any nestmates, these 3. And then 2 are the wee nestmates, and you can see the size difference between them. But yeah, young birds are doing really well actually. I'm actually happy, you know, that I was able to you know, get them moved over into this loft and get them separated from mummy and daddy, because they're always mad keen looking to get food, these two guys here. But I was thinking about, wait, the white one's not going to give you food. You have to come here and start picking. Look. Come here and start picking. Wait, come on, stop it, wee man. Now, that's the wee one I like a lot. As you can see, the tail on it is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, their nice dish tail. Wait, this is the problem that I don't like with young birds. We always go up to each other and looking to get food off them, and then if one of them, let's say, has canker, right, then it gets transferred over to the other one, and it just goes down the line like that there. That's what happened to my racers. They had like green stuff, they were vomiting up green stuff, and you know the way young birds, when there's a pigeon that's looking to throw up something, they're automatically going rushing over because they think they're getting food. And they were basically giving each other, you know, bad stuff, and you know, it's not good, but what can I do? But they're interested, as you can see, they're picking away and stuff. I have a wee hen there. She's a younger bird. She was born around August time. This year I bred her. She's the one who was reared up by the show racers in here. And if these guys can't really figure out what they're doing, then I will be for sure coming in here and I'll be bringing in that bird, and then she will show them how to eat. I've given them a wee sip of water. I put them near the drinker and they were just drinking it all up, so they were. But yeah, they're all just messing about really. But they're absolutely beautiful. Now this here wee guy is a very wee curious wee guy, this white one. He always tries to come and get out. Now, let's go over and check out the breeders. So, for the breeding side, I'm gonna go ahead tonight and check over everyone. And I was even considering giving them a wee canker tablet. Now, that there wee hen, let me just close this door. Now, that there wee print hen is the one who had the big chunk of canker in her mouth. She had a wee bit of canker, and then the wee white one came out of these two. So, got red cock, and then a wee white hen. I gave her a canker tablet there because she sits a wee bit funny, so I gave her one. But the pigeon that has the big tail on it, the wee, what's that colour called? The wee checkered. Now the wee checkered came out of these two, and they are back on eggs. So they are. That's the father, and then the mother was obviously that darker coloured one. Now we have our mealy here sitting on one egg because I checked the other egg there last night. The other egg was just dead. Now I have this guy here sitting on 2 eggs. Still haven't checked them. I think they're both turtle, but you honestly never know, because you know, if the pigeons get off the eggs, you know, that's them. You know, the eggs could potentially die. But here we have 2 more wee baby whites. I need to come in here and clean around the nest bowl just so they don't get sick, you know, from the too much poo around the nest bowl. And then we have this here. I can't wait to see this here wee guy. I'm gonna have to take you out, son, because you're honestly my wee favourite wee one. Now, the mother of this one is a black one, and the father is a white, obviously. And I can't wait to see how they're gonna rear that young one up, and plus like the colour, how the colour will end up being, because I'm honestly mad keen to get like a nice decent black pied. Now there's nothing down here. Let's go up. I obviously showed you guys them ones. Now I have this hen here. She is paired up to the nice red cockbird, and here's the two young ones. Get off. Thank you, missus. Now, as you can see, the one with the darker beak, which is on the right side, I'm hoping it turns out to be a red. It's a bit darker than the other one, and I think this one's going to be like a red pied maybe. But you honestly never know. And you know, I'm saying this loads of times that you honestly never know what they can end up being like. And like, I honestly mean it, because when you start breeding pigeons, you're not guaranteed. When you put a black to a white, you're not guaranteed to get black pieds. You can end up with 2 whites, 2 blacks, or whatever. You know, nothing here. Now, here are my gorgeous little pooders. As you can see, they're absolutely beautiful wee pigeons, and I'm not joking. So these 2 pooders here are very good parents. So I've actually made their decision that I'm gonna be getting a few more horseman pooders. Plus they're very good feeders, and they could honestly help the fantails out a wee bit, because I'm looking to get more reds and stuff, right? So I'll be probably slipping eggs from the reds over onto to those guys, because this cockbird, he honestly does not protect his nest. Like, you know, he's a wee bit stupid, but his hen's keen, but the hen gets off the eggs if someone comes in here and sits on their eggs, you know, and you know, no wonder the other egg died. So there's what's going on. This pair, the wee young bird, that's a wee pied that has a wee bit of a smaller tail. Now this is the pair that it's out of, and then we have a wee surprise here, because the hen has laid an egg. So happy to see what these 2 will end up being like. Just a wee hen here, nothing there, and nothing there. Now, coming up to here, can't wait to see what these ones end up being like. And the reason is because now these guys will for sure be good wee ones, so they will, because the father of them, and I'm not too sure if it's the father or the mother sitting on them, but the father like sits like straight up like that. He pushes his chest out, his head's back in his tail, and he sits straight up like that. They're on his tippy toes. So I can't wait to see what them 2 young birds end up being like. Now, this was the wee nest of the wee grizzle, and then the other wee one, and then there's the big white cockbird that I have with the massive tail on him. Just look at him. Probably in the way of the pooders. Go on, jump out of there, mate. Jump out. There you go. But he's actually been very protective of his hen. But the hen hasn't laid any eggs yet, so I'm gonna give her a wee bit of time, because you never really know. You never really know, you know, what will end up being, you know, because I had to wait a long time with that hen, but then she ended up laying eggs, and I honestly can't wait to see what these 2 will give me, because I'm hoping for a couple with nice wee boots like her. But the cockbird has a massive tail, so the young birds would end up being perfect for what I'm looking them to be. Now, there's going to be maybe a few pairs getting paired to different pigeons, and the reason for that is because there's a couple here that don't have great tails, and they're paired up, right? And like that pair there, the hen has a decent tail, but the wee young bird took after their father's tail. So he would need to be put to a hen that has a giant tail. Like her, maybe. She has a big tail on her. You know, if I would put them two together, they would obviously have nice big tails for the young birds. Now, that's the hen, and that there's the cockbird of the wee checkered one who has the nice big tail. And I honestly think that it took after the father's side because the father has a bigger tail than that there wee hen. But they're honestly, you know, all purebred wee fantails. But you get the ones that have giant tails like that there, that honestly can't really carry their tails because that's how big they are. And just that white one, like honestly, that there is one of the best birds I have in the loft. Massive tail. So is that one. I would honestly show a couple of these pigeons because they're very good tails. Now you get the ones like that, you know, from the back. That's what you see. It's like a wee half-bred one, but there's nothing for me to do. You know, can't really do anything with it. But yeah. Anyway, that there's what's going on the breeding side. All I'll be doing, as I said, is I'll be coming in here, taking a look at the pigeons that have canker. I'll be treating them a wee bit better. And now the Mookie, let me just move this wire. Now the Mookie cockbird, I was supposed to get a hen for him, a wee yellow hen. I could have got a yellow hen, but I seriously don't know if it'd be a good idea. Because I don't really know if I'm really looking to breed off that one anymore. And there's gonna be a couple of pigeons going up for sale, so there will be. There's a cockbird. Where are you? I think it's that there cockbird there. He's the owner of that box. And then that there wee hen there, she's not looking too good at the minute. I don't know what's up with her, but gave her a tablet just there maybe 2 hours ago, and I really don't like the look of her, but I don't know. I'll get it all sorted out, so I will. If I have to, I'll probably separate her into a wee box or something. But anyway, pigeons are all doing well, except there's a wee bit of issue with the canker at the minute, but I'll be getting this all under control because there's only maybe one or two that has a bit of canker, but I've been changing their water out every day because, you know, when a pigeon goes in to drink water, they're sometimes able to wash the canker out of their mouth, right? But if another pigeon goes over and drinks it and slurps up the canker, you know, like it sucks up the canker from the water, then you're basically infecting the full loft. But anyway, let's go over and take another wee look at the young birds, and then that will probably make it up for this video. But yeah, breeding side is somewhat doing good. It's just I'm a wee bit upset about this canker situation again, but let's just take a wee look at these guys. Now, they're going in there like that there. They're picking away at the seeds. So they are. I'm gonna actually try and train these guys to eat out of my hands. Now, what's up, wee man? I really like this wee white flight. I like my white flights like that, when they have a bigger white flight. But then this here wee grizzle or a spangle, I don't know what colour it would end up being. But this wee guy as well, I really like this wee one. He somewhat has a decent... Oi. Stop it, guys, alright? I know yous are hungry, but... Look, he's picking away at the wee smaller seeds. No, let me get this wee shavings out of the way, because they've, as soon as I put them in here, they were picking away at the shavings as well. I might take this wee pot out as well. I'll put it there and just let them. There you go, guys. Come on. Come on. But yeah, young bird's doing well out of 5 of them. So I do. And now this is the only one that's like a wee bit sketchy, but I'll check this wee one out. He's actually, you're not that thin. I thought he's a bit thinner, but he's not. The fun in having wee young birds. Come here. Bye. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's one, and make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to like and leave a wee comment what you think I should do, and just things like that there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.